Hello everyone, it's Mystic Juicer back with some more Yomi action, and tonight I've got Raziek vs Jengajam in Topanda League action. Topanda is rapidly winding down, and this is, as Riker correctly points out, this is a top 4 match, so Jengajam is currently in second place with 7 wins, 2 losses, and Raziek is in third with 7 wins, 3 losses. So if Jengajam takes this, he's all but guaranteed to take second place. There's very, very few things that can happen. Actually, there is actually no way he can't take second place, I think. Anyway, it's very unlikely he gets anything but second place. Raziek, he's still, I think he needs to win this. I don't know if he needs to win this to remain in contention for top 4, but it would definitely make that much easier for him if he was to take this. This will be a best of 7, first to 4. Oh god, okay. I don't know if Jengajam really wants this to happen. Raziek is known as basically, first of all, he's a Zane specialist, he's a Zane main, but is this the future? But he also has an ungodly win rate in this matchup, like just ridiculous. So we'll see if we can figure out the technology behind that. I sincerely doubt it. I think I'm going to have to actually interview him to figure out what the hell is going on. I think he's got something like a 16-4 record. It's just something completely busted and insane. But so this matchup, basically, if somebody goes to the ground, the only thing they can really wake up with is king. Or they have to, I was about to say they have to block correctly. That basically means you have to hope to God your opponent is insane and attacked even. Okay, Raz starting off the day right. Milling one of his jokers. 18 points of damage for 2 cards. I guess 1 card, because you get the normal draw. Jengajam opening with a 6 attack, trying to catch a greedy 5 throw, possibly. So in neutral, that 2 poke is an incredibly good button. If Raz drew 1, this would be an excellent... Oh, no, he's knocked down now, so this would be a terrible place to play it. Yeah, okay, it goes for the stiff 9, why not? Deals basically as much damage as the king does, and then you have to navigate. You're going to get put on your back anyway. Might as well cash out the damage. So he does mill a 5 throw there. Is not ideal. Ooh, cash it in. Wow. Big damage off of that. Still remains at 6 cards in hand. Strong advantage for Raz in this position. The only thing I can intuit from this this performance so far is that you have to not get touched in this matchup. That's how you win it. Just be right more than your opponent. Okay, good dodge from Jenga. Does that mean he has 4-8? Are we gonna see second dodge Max Anarchy? I want it. Aww. Okay. I'm a little surprised at the dodges. I suppose he does. It probably means he has either the jack or the king in hand. I guess he did have the jack. Probably indicates that he doesn't have any kings. Either that or he's protecting that knowledge so that Wake Up King will be much more likely later on in the match. So Raz now on his back. Has to be right. Either Wake Up King or Joker. Could very well be countered hard by a dodge. Nope, okay. Jengajam now going for the stiff 9 attack. Trading life. Raziek happy to take that trade. Very advantageous position right now. He's got Jengajam on his back and a huge life lead, so I expect him absolutely to swing for the fences here. Jengajam deep in the think tank or disconnected by lag. Again, we could, yeah. So the fact that he didn't have any kings is probably real, given that wake up. Yeah. Wake up throw, trying to undercut a throw from Raziek. Instead catches a 7 to the face. Big damage on this one. If Raz has a 9, I expect him to play the 9 almost 100%. Maybe dodge some percentage of the time in this situation, just to avoid potential gold burst comebacks. Yeah. This should be kill, unless a Joker comes out. No, no face down at all. No! Ouch. Okay. Jengajam refusing the GG. Okay, goes into Troc. Yeah, I'm not too sure what character Jengajam thought he was going to encounter. Raziek, as some other members of DRB have told me, perfectly happy to play Zane, unless you make him not play Zane. And even in recent months has considered this matchup much more winnable than he first did. Okay, starts with an opening throw, gets duffed, fist to the chest, 4, 5, 6 for aces. Nice cash out for grappler player. 15 damage for one card, and you get an ace as part of that deal. Very happy to do that. A nice little life lead here. Although the explosive side of the damage is definitely on Zane's end. Okay, gets a king throw. Struck with a 6. Flips over some throws, so he's either going to have to deal a little bit less damage or be much less card efficient. Okay, yeah, safely tags the throw on there. Against Troc, you do not want to put yourself into a 4-card or 3-card hand, because he can just war stomp you into no carding, which can be very, very deadly, especially if he has 2 attached blocks in the late game. Very scary situation. In this position, he has to worry about Wake Up King. Okay, safely blocks the other. Troc is a character that just has so many tools against meaty attacks. His queen is faster than it outright, both sides of his jack beat meaty attacks, and his king does as well, so blocking is a relatively good strategy in that position. Although if it happens too often, the wake up normal throw becomes much more like, ooh, unfortunate. Raziek going to block city. Successfully defusing 2 aces in hand. Very, very nice win there. Jengajam may be thinking that Raziek would be a little bit more active than he is currently being. Expect to see an offensive move from Raz here. No! Continues blocking. Okay. Well, 12 cards in hand is better than 11 cards in hand. He's put on his back. Does have to worry about a bit of a mix-up here, but I think you could probably safely block your way out of this position. Definitely a block attack range here. Although if Jengajam is very convinced he's going to stick to that script, he may get thrown on Wake Up. No. Okay, successfully blocks. Gets one of those attached cards. Builds a little bit of a hand. Going up at least the 1 card. So before Beast Unleashed is going to be a real threat, he's got to get at least one of those aces back. Got 8 cards in hand now. Still needs to attach one more block, and then he can safely power up a whole bunch of low-value cards. Ooh, second attached block. Very nice. Notably, both 7s attached, so that when he plays Beast, when or if he plays Beast Unleashed, or if or when he plays Beast Unleashed, he's going to get 2 of the same rank of card back in hand, so he can power those up for an immediate ace to threaten Eagle Totem. 20 damage. Very good wake-up defense as well. Nice. Devours a 6 attack with that Jack. Working on a nice little bit of a life lead here, almost 20 health. Zane more than capable of coming back from that deficit, though. Yeah, even the damage off of throw for Zane is incredibly high. Although now with 2 attached blocks, Jengajam's throw game, his normal throw game, is also potentially extremely deadly. Got 2 7s attached. Okay, yeah, goes for the normal throw. Raz plays a queen to try to undercut any normal attacks and also diffuse and work around king throw from Troc. Flips over garbage for shenanigans. See if he tacks on the 2. No. Goes for the damage. Okay, evens up the health totals somewhat. Basically even health, basically even cards. Beast Unleashed still not available for Troc. See what he goes for. Raz has been willing to go to Block City. Ooh, okay. Trades 10s. Probably fine for Troc. That is, I think, the 3rd Jack. Yeah. 3rd Jack, single king in the discard, so he still has 4 queens, 3 kings floating around in that deck somewhere. Odds are fairly good. He's got one of those cards at least. 2 ace power up from Raz. Threatening the fact that he might have Anarchy. I like the 2 ace power up in particular because it's so ambiguous. He could just be getting Slipstream Phase guaranteed in hand. Gonna be an awkward position to play for Troc. He doesn't want to get thrown here, but he also doesn't want to just lose the game. So block is very likely. Yeah. Goes with the safer option. Raz successfully pressuring Jengajam into blocking there. Very strong position to throw from. Going to get a nice free Jack here. Basically threaten that same mix-up again. Yeah, doesn't want to go too low on cards. If he does have Anarchy and he whiffs it, he is in real danger of just getting War Stomp looped. See if Jenga blocks again. Notably only has 2 and... Ooh, that's real bad. That's really, really bad. I'd probably face down again anyway. Even if you don't have the Joker, I think you pretty much have to face down. Yeah, that's real rough. That is really, really rough. Oh, gets both of them. Ooh. Oh, man. That is brutal. Yeah, might as well put him on his back. Cahracters. Wow. The most effective dodge in the history. Safe jumps, though. Am I right? Damn. Yeah, that is really rough for Jenga. Again, Wake Up Anarchy, very real. Wake Up Throw, also very much a possibility. That dodge, oh, that makes me extremely nervous as Jengajam. Okay, successfully blocks a jack. Either he does not have dodges, or he's just unwilling to dodge because he doesn't have the 45 damage payoff. Notably, Raz is down to 1 Joker, I believe. Oh no, that was the first game. Sorry, no, he's still got both Jokers on board. It can get very difficult psychologically to... Ooh, nice! Undercuts the 5 throw. This should cash out for 20 damage. No, okay, just chooses to put him back on his back. 36 health, he's still got a ways to go. Powering up 2 8s. Okay. Okay, yeah, the threat is definitely Beast Unleashed here. Peace in my... What? What? Okay. Dodge into Beast. Raw Beast. Wake Up Anarchy. Unfresh the Beast. Wake Up Anarchy or Wake Up Throw from Raz? Ooh! Okay. Cashes in 20. Raziek making me think that he may not actually have Anarchy here. Either that or is that was a straight dodge call out. I could believe that. Tense moment here. Both players now actually within lethal. Jengajam successfully fighting his way into a 50-50 situation. Oh! Gets his dodge caught. No jokers. This is going to be it. Well played, Raziek. Taking game 2. Yeah, gets the slipstream. Don't know if that was what he powered up for. Possibly he had all 4 aces. Jengajam remains as Trock. Wondering if we would see an eventual Onimaru here. So Jenga is down 2. Definitely able to make a comeback. Absolutely. Very, very strong player. Possible that that first game was slightly demoralizing. Block from both players. Raziek trying to navigate around queens and jacks. Jengajam unwilling to get king duffed. Okay. Lands the 3. We could see this stand. Okay, no, cashes out 16. 7 cards in hand for Trock. Perfectly livable amount. This early game situation, it's far more likely that Zane is going to be blocking your attacks rather than dodging them, so I suppose it's not really worth putting him on his back and conserving the 8. Depends a little bit on his Trock's hand as well. I think. I'm not a Troc player by any means. That seems like a reasonable thing to say. Both players slowing down their play a little bit. Raziek wants to sit on this lead. He does not want to make any mistakes. Okay. Good win for Jenga, building a bit more of a hand. Indicates that Raziek has a king or a jack in hand, likely. Possibly single ace. And you can option select into slipstream phase if a convenient ace turns up. Nice king. Beats a far, far slower throw. Not a bad position to throw from. I don't know when Troc players are more likely to get buttonsy, but I think around 9 cards you're probably happy to push a button as Troc. Some nice blocks though, baiting that behavior. Nice, okay, sinks the 5 throw. Gonna be able to cash out some... Nice, okay, flips over a 9. Gonna get some nice damage off of this. May be able to knock down as well. This should even things up a little bit. Ooh, okay. Does not have anything he can combo into, so no face cards in hand. We could see Jenga play another throw here to try to exploit kind of a crappy hand from Zane. We also see him play like a 4 attack to try to undercut something gross. Okay. I'm wondering about these dodges. Okay, so he definitely has kings in hand, is I think the takeaway from that. That or he just has silent anarchy, which would explain... trying to explain the fact that he didn't use up that last combo point from throw 9 for that combo. So he probably doesn't have jacks in hand. He's probably got the kings that he's trying to dodge into, or like I said, all of the aces forever. Nope, there's the king. Good trade for Jenga here. Basically even amounts of life, and Troc doesn't care too much about being knocked down. If anything, it just makes his king throw better. No real reason for Raziek to Crater and Destroyer in this position. Here we could see silent anarchy. Almost silent anarchy. Single ace power-up would be an excellent bait, especially considering his the way he was playing it out the last game, where he went basically mono throw near the end there. So if he's got Jenga convinced that he's going to do that same thing, you could see some silliness here. Ooh, okay. Undercuts with Jack. Doesn't need much more damage to close this out. Again, if I'm him, I am probably going to respect the anarchy just a little. Probably block a few more times than I would have ordinarily. Okay. You coming out. Catches a 5 attack. Anti-king play here from Raz. Ooh, flips a king and a throw. Not the thing you want to see. What is he going to lead this into? Is he still stuck on an awkward hand? Nope. Okay, found a jack. 22 damage. Again, now Jenga has to really think about anarchy. If it was a splinter in his mind before, it's a full-bore migraine headache right now. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunate. Ace-Ace was a good hedge there against throw behavior, but that's rough. That's real rough. Okay. Raziek up 3-0. Just has to find one more game to close it out. He can afford to play a little bit risky. Although, again, if you don't have to, if you can continue to play conservative and sit on Troc, it's still not an advantaged matchup. His performance to the contrary. Ooh, opening 8th throw. Catches the block from Jenga. Okay, flips a king. But does get a 6. Could be 6-7 here. Yeah, Jengajam slightly tilted here. Can't say that I blame him. Okay, Raz once again with basically Garbo combos here. Let's talk more rock IMO. Okay, catches a 2-poke. Good damage here. Good block. Defusing that 9 attack. That's nice damage. That's Zane's just not going to see. Okay. 3 undercut by Queen here. Slowly getting some damage in, working on that life lead. The thing about Troc, as opposed to the other grapplers, is that his attack damage has a really low top end. So, you know, Queen is 9 damage no matter what. Jack, 7 to 10 damage, usually 7. Then he's got the 15 damage King. Fair enough. Good block there. But compare him to Rook, for instance, who can get Jack 7-9 into 19. Or even just 14 damage off of his Raw Queen. Although it's much, much slower than the Trocs. And then compare that to Midori, who has the most explosive damage off of his face cards, obviously, with Dragon Queen starting with 14. And then leading into potentially, absurd amount of damage from there. All the way up to 30. Queen, Jack, Jack. But Troc makes up for it with a really, really efficient super and basically not having to build a hand as much as the rest of the grapplers do. And the fact that a lot of his cards are actually basically interchangeable. He has got a lot of low attack throws. Which all of his throws are dominant, so we don't really have any reason to prefer one over the other. And you really only care about the 4 attack, because that's the one that deals with 5 and 6 attacks that are meant to beat your king. So he has a lot of He has a lot of cards that are basically dead ranks that he's very, very happy to power up. So you can get a lot of aces, a lot of ace-ace play, and then a lot of Beast Unleashed, if he's got the attached blocks for it. Right now, working on a 9-card hand, so the potential for explosive damage is very high. Okay, just looking for either dodges or natural aces. There we go. There's those 4s I was talking about. 2 aces in hand. So you have a 20 versus 45 damage mix-up here. And also dodge into 45 if Raziek decides to play something to threaten that. Although the only thing he can actually undercut ace-ace with is Max Anarchy, so unlikely that that's going to happen. There we go. Raw Beast. Beasting off his Riesling. Yeah. Yeah. Raz not too bothered. Again, he is up 3-0. And Jenga probably going to take this match. And then we'll see if Raz actually switches. We could see him just stay with Zane Trock, although he also has a BBB. And considering the stakes of this match, he probably switches to BBB, I think. He's confident in that matchup being advantaged for BBB as compared to a disadvantaged matchup that he knows very well. Okay. This may be lethal. Throw into 8. Okay, survives for a little bit longer. It's not inconceivable that he may be able to find 66 damage. Yeah, Riker calling it out. There we go. Jenga closes it out, gets on the board. Still not in a good enough mood to extend the GG. Yeah, I can understand the salt, for sure. Okay, so we see the switch to BBB. BBB considered a very, very strong character against the grapplers. I think consensus is that Trock probably has the easiest time of all the characters, of all the grapplers against him. Although that's debatable. I could probably agree to that. Ooh, yeah. Raz playing the Thello range of single ace and block until you run out of single aces. And then once you've beaten some high-value cards there, then you can play your normals and go to range and do some damage. Oh, yep. That's just what happens. And every time that happens, Trock loses those high-value face cards that beat all of BBB's normals. Except, notably, the King, which gets beaten by BBB's 6 attack. But still, you do not want to lose those cards, because it makes blocking from BBB so much stronger once you come back from that first trip to range. We could even see some blocking coming out here. Yeah. Absolutely no reason not to. 2 of the strongest throws, the ones that Trock is most comfortable and most willing to play, have already gone away. The next, tendency is going to be to switch to attack, of course. And way down, somewhere way below the stratosphere, you're going to see the Trock, in the Troc executable file, you're going to see normal throw. Okay, nice. So beats the 3, gets 10 damage in, evens up the life somewhat. Again, Troc still is one of the characters that operates the best on single card reveals. So he may actually have the fuel to play this game out while blocking very, very rarely. Okay, plays another jack, gets that blocked. Just playing the anti-range set of cards, which unfortunately with 2 kings in the discard, as I alluded to, means that Raziek can get a lot of mileage out of blocking very, very safely. And there you go. Jengajam puts out the block, perhaps hoping to go block with BB for a turn. But instead gets put to range. Now he's in a situation where it's very tough to get out. BBB's jack, or BBB's queen is 2.2 speed. Which notably his jack is the same speed as, and his queen is faster than. So those are his tools if he wants to beat those clean. Notably, they also cover against normal attacks quite nicely. Okay, wakes up queen. Very low risk king there. He doesn't lose that card. He doesn't take any damage. He just goes back in close. So again, very, very conservative play. He's got 11 cards in hand. At any time he can choose to start powering stuff up for aces and really making Jenga think about blocking. So he can play basically an ace-ace, block, and normal attack range to incredibly good effect. Yeah, normal blocks with the 8. 4 attack coming out there to catch either a 4 from BBB or a 6. It would beat the 6 clean, lead into some nice damage. And it actually trades with the 4, and they don't go to range because BBB has to have his normal attacks either blocked or they have to win combat. Nice! Okay, sinks a K throw. A nice bit of damage in. 55 health is still a lot of stuff to chew through, especially for a Troc that only has the 1 card attached. If he can manage to attach a second card and somehow make it to make it back in close, he can threaten a very, very scary amount of burst damage. They're not so far into their decks that jokers are guaranteed. Ooh, okay. Played the. I hope you're out of. I hope you're out of buttons. Okay, Jenga getting 2 aces in hand. Could see the block here from Jenga. Could see normal throw from Jenga after the ace power up, if he believes Raz is going to respect it. Raz now in a position where he can't afford to eat 2 Eagle Totems. Okay, dodge into Eagle Totem being threatened here. Yeah, throws away a basically worthless throw and dodge, throw and block. BBB has an insane amount of blocks, so definitely going to value the throws much less. Doesn't actually need to throw at any time in order to beat anyone, because his attacks beat blocks by going to range, so difficult to play against as a grappler. They rely on their blocks so heavily. Ooh. 4 attack undercut by 3. We probably see this lead into Queen++ to cash in the damage. Okay, that works too. Cashes in the Jack. No real reason to hang on to those cards. Jack, a very effective move in the versus Rook matchup. Not so much in this one. Really nothing that it beats that's of any significance. Okay, good block by Jenga here. The king... Oh no, the king was poked out, so the king isn't known at this point. But dodges very strong from Raziek. They are unlosable at range. The worst that can happen is you go dodge versus block. Okay, sinks the king throw. Confirms that it exists. Puts Trock on his back. We have 2 queens, 2 jacks played, so very few answers left in the deck to queen. To BBB queen. One of those answers being Gold Burst. But I wonder if... yeah, this is really strong dodge or queen pressure here from Raz. Temptation is very much to... You have to make the call. If they're going to dodge, you have to block. You cannot Gold Burst. But if they're going to do anything but dodge, you want a Gold Burst. Nice. I think Raziek maybe underestimates the psychological impact of having that Gold Burst dodged and then Blue Burst baited. I think we're probably going to see far less Gold Bursts out of Jengajam this set as a result, is my suspicion. Here's a potentially good position to Gold Burst from. Also a very good either normal mix-up or block opportunity. Nice, okay, so he's going to be able to get out of here. Does not take 13. Queen remains in hand for Raz, so at any time he can cash that out in a combo for 15 damage. Potentially 18 if he can, if he overdrives. Long set here. Jengajam playing this really, really nicely, especially after the disaster of those opening 2 turns. Oh! Yeah, that's real unfortunate. 21 damage and you lose those 2 aces. Puts Jenga at 30. Still winnable, but it just became much more difficult. Without those 2 aces in hand for the damage. Okay, Raz choosing to power up the 7s. Probably not going to do very much for him. Okay, Jengajam following suit. Re-threatens ace-ace. I suspect we see a block here. Oh, okay. That was my suspicion, was that if Raziek did not power up again there, he was going to play the silent AA that he had. He did power up for 1. Signaling that he would just play the single ace, play the double ace, undercut the 1.0 speed Eagle Totem, which is calculated to beat your single ace, which I believe is 1.4 for a BBB. Yeah. Ooh, nice call from Jengajam. Sinks the throw. Gets rid of that nasty king. Puts Raziek at 25. Really fast play there from Raz. Wonder if that's another king or ace-ace. Another king. Okay, eats ace-ace. 5 health. The number of dodges that Chalk has now become very important. We've got 3 played, 5 left in the deck. Immediately powers up for ace-ace again. Very nice. Putting the pressure on Raz. BBB's blocks here are still very strong. Basically only losing to normal throw or king. And we've already seen 3 kings go. And I think in his position, Jengajam is very unwilling to go back to range. Ooh, good block. Yeah, undercutting that ace-ace, or defusing that ace-ace, I should say. Yeah, all blocks are -1 speed moves. That's why they beat attacks. They have special text, so they lose to throws. Whatever. Tense moment here from Raz. Doesn't want to give this game away for free. Yeah, gold burst, very nice. Defuses those aces once again. Puts 2 aces back in hand. He can power up for 1 more. He has lethal off of AAA. Okay, powers up with dodges too. So BBB, both of these characters having the exact same number of dodges. 4 in the discard for Raziek, 3 in the discard for Jenga. This could be a very effective dodge setup from Raziek. Powering up with the 2 dodges because he knows he has 1, and it makes it statistically less likely that he would have it to be able to do it. Ooh, just does it. I don't believe this can be lethal. Oh, it can be. Face down. Lethal? No, diffused. Okay. Jengajam now at 6 health. 6 attack, very, very tempting on Raz's end to deal with any potential kings. Of course, Jack or Queen, also extremely tempting. Ooh. The War Stomp for the cycle. Gets rid of a 4. This is really good. Keeps him from being able to dodge. He has to deal with this mix-up now. Blocks still very strong from Raziek in this position. Oh man. How much chip? 2 chip. Okay, it needs to find 3 more damage. 3 more damage any way which you can. Slow Jack is 3 chip. Oh god. Notably, let's have a look at those aces real quick. So 3 chip on the double ace move. 2 chip on single ace. Who's gonna blink first? Raz can afford to play riskier. Jengajam pressuring to play safe. There it is. Beautiful wake-up throw by Raziek. He took the risk because he could afford to go down the additional games. Well played by Raz. Good set by Jengajam. Unfortunate to go down early against Raziek. Very, very tough player. Possibly the toughest player to make a comeback against. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So Jengajam goes down and is now at a 7-3 record. He has 2 games left to play. Raziek is now in an 8-3 position. So he has the potential actually to take first place from Deluxe. If he wins his next match, he wins his next match, he will be in first place. So see how that turns out. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Enjoy yourself some Yomi.